Hello and welcome back to Create with Google Slides. In this video, we are going to learn how to make an animated video using Google Slides. Now, when creating an animated video using Google Slides, you should use the class template that you use for warm-ups, the same template that you made in Module 1. This will add consistency and decrease distractions from your class. So I already have that template pulled up. I have all of the different layouts that I have created through that. And the first thing that I'm going to do is insert a character to each slide. So I'm going to go insert an image. Now, if I had something saved, I would use upload from computer, but I don't, so I will use search the web and just type in some sort of character based on whatever the content that I'm teaching. And then I would either type JPEG, JPG, or illustration. And we get this scientist, which looks reasonable compared to the other crazy one. And I'm going to change the size, move him over here, and I want to add an animation. So I'm going to right click on him and click animate. That pulls up my animate taskbar over here. And I want him to fly in from the right. I always pick an animation that doesn't distract too much. If he flies in from the top, that's a little bit distracting. I'm just going to have him fly in from the right. Now, if I have him fly in from the right on the click, then that means I'm going to have to click a second time when I open this presentation. Instead, I want to go with previous. That way, when I play the animation, it happens right as I open it without having to click. And I'll go ahead and type science presentation. And I can also animate this. So I'll go animate, and maybe I want it to fade in. I also want to do with previous. If you're recording an animated video, it's very difficult to click at the right time. So if you can just have it all happen at the start, you don't have to worry about that. I could make this be very, very slow, 3 seconds long, and click slideshow to see what happens. I only clicked it the one time, but it's slowly fading in. I could do a screen recording at the end and then add some music or add a voiceover if I want. But yes, so that's how we can animate text and characters. All right. It's also important to be able to add transitions. So I still have my motion taskbar up here. If I didn't have it, it's still fine. I can go to slide and then transition in order to pull that back up. And I have no slide transition at this point, but I can add one. Let's go with cube, and maybe I'll go apply to all slides. I appreciate consistency, so that's one way to achieve consistency. And we can go play. So there's the cube, and I only had to click once and that all happened. So you either click play or you can click on slideshow up there. And then you can go and duplicate the slide. I right-clicked, click duplicate. Maybe have a few different slides in your presentation, change them up a little bit, add the different content that you want to add. You can maybe move this science guy over. I can right-click and I can edit the image. I can replace the image. I can go format options, which pulls this up. There's a reflection. You can add a shadow behind him, do some adjustments if you wanted him to be transparent. There's all sorts of things that you can do. Let's see. If I wanted to change him to flip, like that, then that's pretty useful. So if you're animating a presentation and you want it to appear less static, I would recommend this. Flip your characters and then maybe have him come in from the other side. I would get rid of the shadow and the reflection, make him less transparent as well. And then I can once again animate him so that he now instead flies in from the left. Flies in from the left. So now it looks like this. For my second, you can see the transition, and then the text slowly appears, and then now he's in from the left instead of the right. You could also add a speech bubble here by adding an element. Insert different shapes. We have all different things that you can add. Arrows, call out boxes. Those are helpful for whenever I have this sort of presentation, and then you just put the text over that. You can drag this toward his mouth, and now it looks a little bit better. So yeah, those are all sorts of things that you can do to create an animated video. As far as the recording, I recommend Screencastify, which is a Chrome extension. And I would click up here, and then I'm currently using it to record this video, but I would click on that. You just have to add it as a Chrome extension, but there are other screen recording apps that you can add as you create your video. After that, after you have the recording, you can use another app to add music, add a voiceover. Say you didn't want to record it as you were presenting. And then I would also recommend keeping your video under 10 minutes and closer to 5 minutes when possible.